I'd like to tell you a little bit about a course that 5 colleagues and myself in the College of Humanities are going to teach this coming spring called Resistance and Revolution. The course follows up on the very successful Humanities Festival theme of the fall semester. We believe that this course is going to give you the opportunity to really evaluate what these terms mean and to meet some really interesting professors, all of whom are distinguished teacher scholars. Resistance and revolution. Today, more than ever, those terms have capacity to let us evaluate and to think individually about how we intervene in the world today. The noted philosopher George Santayana once said, "Those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it." And in our class, we're going to take a very, very long, extended look at 6 instances of resistance and revolution across time and in a variety of places around the world. We'll begin in Spain by taking a look at the Spanish Civil War. One noted critic once called the war a fratricidal conflict in Europe's backwater. It became much more than that, and in the section of the course that I'm going to teach, we're going to look at the causes of the war, what it was, and what it became. From Spain, we're going to move to China, where my colleague Albert Welter, who is the head of the Department of East Asian Languages and Literatures, is going to talk about the 4,000-year history of revolution in China, including 24 dynastic changes. Now, culture also responds to these concepts of resistance and revolution. And A.P. Durand, who is the Dean of the College of Humanities, is going to lead us on a tour of the films made in the 1930s by the distinguished French director Jean Renoir, especially those that have to do with the theme of war and revolution. From there, we'll go to South Africa. Now, for many, apartheid is now just a reference in a history book, but its incredible impact on skewing human relationships was vitally important. And Professor Zenenga, who is the director of the Africana Studies Center program here at the University of Arizona, is going to talk to us about the role that resistance played in bringing down apartheid in South Africa. We'll then turn our attention to the north of Africa. Professor Denis Provencher, who is the head of the Department of French and Italian, is going to talk to us about how resistance by Northern African immigrants in France helped shape the narrative of national identity and change the nature of what it means to call yourself a Frenchman. We'll end our tour of resistance and revolution back in the United States. The sexual revolution of the 1960s had a profound effect on the American consciousness and American values. Professor Karen Seat, who's the director of the School of International Languages, Literatures, and Cultures, is going to talk to us about the role that a counter-revolution by the religious right had in trying to roll back the tide of reproductive choice. We hope that these 6 instances of studying resistance and revolution are going to be of interest to you and are going to help you decide how and what the role of resistance and revolution should be in today's world. I invite you to join us this spring, and we hope that you will, so you can engage in what we hope will be a substantive, interesting dialogue about what the world can and should be like. See you in the spring.